You can't see it if I just put it on. You looked at Wednesday's recap, not today's recap. I saw your video yesterday where someone asked if the Black community was participating in the boycott. No, we're not. We're not participating. Oops, wrong one then. Yes. Please go look at the recap video from Thursday. It was just posted. Please go look at it. Comment, share, whatever y'all got to do. Y'all know I do not do gifts. I do not do gifts. Hi, Soul Tree. Good morning, sweetheart. I do not do gifts. I do hearts. Please go look at the recap video before we get started. It's a lot of shit to go through this morning. I'm feeling a little bit better, but not a lot. You see it. If you see it, comment, like, share, repost, because I'm not on the FYP page right now, so people can't actually see it. And I'm tired of people messaging me, asking me where the recap video is. Good morning, Tiff. Hi, YouTube land. I get tired of people asking me where the recap video is, and I'm like, hey, yo, it's up there. Y'all just can't see it. I need to add a little color to myself, because God damn it, I'm a little... They don't do color enhancement on here? Oh, there go the filters. I just need a little color, y'all. I'm pale as hell. I don't like being pale. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. There it is. They give me a little bit of color. Same here. Drink some water. I do drink water. That's all I've been drinking. You'll bring the color back. It won't bring no damn color back. Good morning from YouTube land. All right, y'all. Y'all know how this works. Go check out the recap video. Hey, Tyrone. Go check out the recap video and then make sure y'all comment, share it, like it, comment, share it, like it, comment, touch it, bring it, babe. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you, Michelle. If you're in YouTube land, you cannot see the recap video. I need to start posting the recap videos there, and I will. I just got to figure out how to do that simultaneously at the same time. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm going to try to figure it out so y'all will have a recap video to look at while I'm doing the recap. If TikTok goes away, you follow me on YouTube and IG. Both Talk Your Shit Nene. No gifts, Monique, but good morning. All I need you to do is go watch that damn video, repost it, like and share it, and comment if you can. If you see anything you want to comment about. You don't have to gift me. I'm not the gifting type. I feel awkward. Y'all know the deal. Once we hit 10,000 likes, I'm going to start doing the recap. So go, you got time to go look at the video. The video's about 6 minutes long. You got time to go look at all the shit y'all missed yesterday. Because we know y'all don't pay attention to the news. Because if y'all paid attention to the news, y'all would not be in this damn room. Did Beyonce cancel? No, she did not cancel the damn tour. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. What are we looking at? Hi, Letitia in YouTube land. Hey, Shannon. Good morning. Please go watch the recap video, guys. I am shadowed. Did anybody find me from the FYP page? I'm feeling a little bit better, Trish. Did anybody find me from the FYP page? Good morning. Read it. I did. I found you on the FYP. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hi, Adeline. Good morning from YouTube land. Good morning, Eller. Thank you. Y'all love this damn Sealy twist. This is my I'm sick hair. Y'all know what? I woke up this morning and I called my grandma. I FaceTime my grandma. And y'all know about old Southern women. My grandma said, baby, you okay? I said, why? She said, your hair looks sick. She said, why your hair ain't done? I got humbled by the 80-something-year-old woman this morning. I was like, damn, grandma, like, she said, you okay? Your hair ain't done. You sick? I was like, my hair? She said, yeah, you looking kind of, you okay? You looking kind of, a little disheveled. She said, you ain't leave your house like that, did you, baby? I said, grandma, for real? For real? I said, yeah, I'm sick, but why you had to come at my hair, though? That shit was That shit was so humble. She said, "You gonna do it today, ain't you? You feeling better?" I said, "Grandma, I'm feeling a little bit better." She said, "Well, make sure you do your hair. Don't leave the house looking like that. You hear me? We ain't raised you like that." I said, "I know you fucking lied. I know you lied. I know this lady is not coming for me at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, that shit is messed up." And my grandma's a Southern church lady, like Southern lady. She's an Eastern Star queen. She's in the front of the pulpit, the front aisle with the big hat. My grandma don't play. You're not allowed to go out the house looking disheveled. I could barely call her on FaceTime if my hair ain't done. Like, I got humbled in the worst way, and I will never let this lady humble me like that again. I will never let that happen again. Never. It won't happen. Yes, she's an Eastern Star. That's not funny, y'all. That was fucked up. She hurt my feelings for real though. Like, she really made me go like, do I look bad? Do I need to do my hair for real? I just kind of like So how did you get shadowed? They shadow you sometimes. Sometimes they don't want your information coming out. So you just have to work with what you got. That's why I come on here while I'm sharing it. I ask you guys to go and watch it. Good morning, cuz Grandma E humbled me. Grandma E humbled me. I just want to let you know that, Mika. All right. So let's get this shit popping. Y'all know how this works out. We do the news, then we do gossip, then we do everything in between. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, this is not a safe space for certain people. If you don't like what the hell I have to say, you might as well leave. And I have a hard time talking with these bottom braces. So when I get my top ones next week, it's going to be really hard to understand me. Just bear with me, okay? I have a fucking lisp now. First and foremost, oh, Jesus, let's take the wheel. Y'all know where we about to start at? It's not my fault. Frumpy throws out the highest ranking military woman out of her home. The highest ranking woman in the military gets evicted from her home. Okay? Admiral Linda L. Flanagan, she is the head of the Coast Guard, was, I guess, retired early. She had an interview with Frumpy's little minions, and they asked her about her loyalty to him. And she said, and I quote, "I always do what's right." That wasn't what they wanted to hear. They didn't want to hear that she always does what's right. They wanted to hear that she will be loyal to Trump. And she didn't say that shit. So they gave her they told her, "You have 60 days to resign." She said, "I'm not resigning." She said that shit. She said, "I'm not resigning." Good morning, Chrislyn. Yeah, my room is different. She said, "I'm not resigning." And so what they did was they gave her 3 hours to get the fuck out of that house. Now, the house she is in is government funded, and the house is for the Admiral of the Coast Guard. Because she refused to denounce diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is her. She is DEI because she is a woman. She would have never gotten that position without her being a DEI woman. And I'm going to make this very fucking clear for y'all ignorant people in the room. DEI has nothing to do with someone getting a leg up in the world. It is putting people that are qualified in the same room as white men. Okay? DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, gives qualified people who are not white men in the same room with them, which means now white men have to compete with people who are qualified and overqualified with them. Okay? Without DEI, white men who are qualified or not get positions that they did not earn, i.e. Fox News anchor, who got that position over a 4-star general who was black. A 4-star black general got kicked out of his position for a white news anchor. He is not qualified. And without DEI, 4-star generals who are black get kicked out of their positions. Be mad, but that's okay. A lot of white men these days, y'all don't feel like y'all have to compete. If y'all don't believe in DEI, y'all are just mad because you cannot compete at the level that people have of diversity, equity, inclusion, including white women, have worked very hard to get to. Because y'all have always seen yourselves as better than anybody else, no matter if you have the education or not. So if you don't believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, that means you don't have the skill set to compete with those people. And we understand that. That means you need to work a little bit harder, sir. But now Frumpy is trying to make sure white men, no matter if they qualify or not, gets those positions. So I guarantee you a white man that is not qualified to be admiral of the Coast Guard of the United States will get that position. Welcome to white man America. And for all the white women that agree with her losing her position, you're going to be on your knees for the rest of your life. You're going to be, when you going to start standing up to your men? When y'all going to start standing up to these men? Because y'all are DEI hires as well. Are y'all going to keep for the rest of y'all life? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, you know. It happens. DOGE Treasury access. Frumpy's access has been cut off from the Treasury Department. He cannot look at he cannot access restricted records, but he can still see them. He can still see them. He can read them, but he cannot physically touch them or move anything around. Which is great, because shit, that was a little scary. On top of that, his little friend, one of his little DOGE buddies. Let me find out which one it was exactly, because I have it written down. So which one is it? One of Elon's little dojies had to retire. He retired because they found his accounts of being a racist. Basically, he he had a lot. Anti-Semitism. He felt like the entry into this country should be based on race. He didn't like women at all. He hated women. And he could not detach himself from those tweets because he tried to erase it. Yeah. He tried to erase it. Also, I think this was the same guy. His name is Joe. Is this Joe Kent? Was it Joe? Basically, I'm gonna read all their names. Let's just get a rundown of all their asses. So, Stephen Miller, a CNN advisor. Miller was reported to have promoted white nationalist literature and websites and emails that sent prior to his White House tenure. Darren Bettle, a former speechwriter. Bettle was dismissed in 2018 after it was revealed he had attended a conference associated with white nationalists. He was rehired in 2025 for a State Department role, a decision that was drawn to criticism. Mark Ells, a 25-year-old staffer in the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, resigned after reports surfaced of his social media past promoting racism and eugenics. Prior to his government role, he was associated with companies like SpaceX and Starlink. Here's the list for y'all. Joe Kent, appointed to lead the National Counterterrorism Center. Kent was being criticized for participating in interviewing with Nazi sympathizers and white nationalists. Ian Smith, an analyst who resigned after leaked emails revealed his correspondence with known white nationalisms, including alt-right record Richard Spencer. All of these are appointees of DOGE. At least 12 other appointees are like white nationalists. This is what we have to deal with. On top of that, the one that left was also tied to I don't know how to put it in the words because I'm not very educated in that area, so just roll with me. He was a part of coming up with websites that spammed out with Russia intelligence. It was called Tesla Sexy Sky Propaganda, Dark Web. Thank you. He was a part of that shit. How the hell did a person that is part of the dark web and propaganda get in there? How the fuck? How did he get in there? How? There should be no way that man should be even nowhere near part of that situation. That doesn't even make any sense. But he's in there like swimwear. He's in there, and well, he's resigned. And I think that's what we should do. We should troll all of the DOGE people. I think everybody, hi from Canada. I think we should troll every person in the DOGE area. Troll they asses to the point where they quit. Those are children in there. They're not going to be able to handle that amount of shit. They're not going to be able to handle it. Get rid of their asses. Make them want to quit. The last thing a person wants to do is see their whole life in shambles. Sorry, ignore that crest. Okay, doll. That's the last thing they want. They don't want to deal with that shit. Just make them never feel a no peace. That's one thing we can do. Just make them feel no peace. And I'm for it. I believe we should bring bullying back in certain instances. I honestly feel like that. Tennessee Republicans file a bill to allow public schools to reject undocumented children. There's already kids that don't show up to school now. There are classes that are completely empty in certain areas. This is ruthless. So rather than go after the industries who rely on or profit from the actual incentivized illegal immigration, y'all attack 6 and 7-year-old kids by denying them the chance of literacy. This is what white America looks like. It is full of hate. There is no diversity. I swear, if y'all get rid of everybody in this country that's not white, your food is going to suck. Your music is going to suck. Everything is going to be boring. Y'all going to realize how much y'all actually hate each other. I'm being real. If it's just y'all in this country, y'all going to realize how much y'all actually hate each other. When y'all don't have nobody else to hate, y'all going to realize how much y'all don't like each other as a people. It is going to get bad. It is going to get real bad for y'all. I wanted to go to Flavor Town, and I couldn't because there was no flavor. I'm sorry. I be trying to make light of this shit because it's so depressing. Reading this shit every day, it is really depressing. Frumpy strikes again. So I told y'all a couple of weeks ago that Frumpy had got rid of the security for, some of the top people that used to work for him. Like Fauci had lost his security, a lot of people had lost their security. Well, Frumpy has added former Secretary of Defense Mark Esper has become the latest ex-official from his first term to lose their security detail. Yep, Millie Fauci, etc. He's making these people lose their security details. So in case they decide to walk around these streets by themselves and you have a MAGA sympathizer walking around and they get hurt, oh well. Oh well. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That is exactly what's going to happen. And I feel bad because it doesn't make any sense. President Trump is seeking to end birthright citizenship in the United States, nearly 160-year-old practice guaranteed by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which grants citizenship to anyone born in American soil. Now, if the birthright citizenship happens to be removed, because there's only so much they can do to stop it, it's going to ruin a lot. 22 states have sued President Trump for his bid to end birthright citizenship. 22 states have sued him. I saw a post yesterday in Florida. A teacher was removed, or teacher was deported back to Mexico. A teacher who had been here since he was 3 years old, was a DACA recipient. He went to his meeting to make sure that he was, still legal. He went to his people, and they arrested him right then and there, and they deported him back. They deported him right back, which is so sad. Like, he's been here since he was 3. He don't know nothing but America, and you shipped him to a country he knows nothing about. That is bullshit. And what about the kids he was teaching? What about the kids he's teaching? No one is like, that is just, they're tricking people too. Don't get it twisted. They are tricking people into actually like going to these meetings and meeting up with their what are they called? Their y'all know what I'm talking about. They're tricking people into going in about their status, and then they're basically shipping their asses off. Army recruiting. The U.S. Army enlisted nearly 350 soldiers every day since 2024, the month after Trump's victory election, and became the most productive December for the military branch in 15 years. The Secretary of Defense, Fox News anchor Peter Sett explains why America's youth wants to serve the 47th president. Good. Anybody who is not a white man, do not enlist in the Army. I need y'all to sit tight. If you are not a white man, do not enlist in the Army. Because when shit gets popping, all the racist MAGA people are going to be shipped over to fight somewhere else. Let's pray they don't come back. I'm just saying. Let's pray they don't come back. Let them go and fight. Let them go and fight. They think that Frumpy is building a national army because now he wants to use the National Guard as his own private little army. That's what he wants to do. He wants to use the National Guard as his private little army. And so all these boys are running up to enlist in a war, and they have no idea that that won't happen. You can't use them as your private little army, especially against people. And they're trying to do that. Okay, I'm making that very clear. The how can I put this? The Heritage Foundation, part of their plan was to make sure that, I hate saying this shit because I have family that's in the Army and stuff. They're trying to make it where the National Guard is going to be used against people in America. Like when we march for George Floyd, they want to be able to use them against us anytime we protest. They're trying to make that a law. They're trying to get them access to that. Okay? Yes, it is being put out there. On top of that, they have just, I saw this, someone tagged me in it, but someone got a memo from the United States, from the White House. Someone got a memo from the White House, and they read it, and it said they were implementing the death penalty again, but not just for people who commit crimes, not just for cartels, non-ugly offenses, but for migrants. For migrants. Anybody that crosses over into the U.S. territory that is illegal, they're trying to make the death penalty for them. So all those people that have been shipped over to Guantanamo Bay, we may not ever see them again. Physically. You know, when people go to Guantanamo Bay, you don't hear from them again. And that sucks. And this is the reality of Project 2025. This is the reality of the Heritage Foundation. This is what we were telling y'all over and over again during the election, that they had some shit planned. And they are going to make that death penalty for migrants, for illegal immigrants, for people trying to leave wherever they are to find a better life. This is what's happening in America now. This is what's happening in America. But hey, we're making America white again. Mandatory jail sentence for the Nazis salute in Australia. So under Australian laws, if you throw up that hand, you're getting a minimum of 3 years. 6 years for committing and planning a terrorist attack. Okay? So if you decide you want to throw that up in Australia, you're going to jail. I fucks with that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a Zionist. I don't like what the Jews are doing in Palestine. I don't like hate regardless. I don't believe you should be able to use that because Hitler took his book from slavery. Hitler took his teachings from slavery. That's not the first genocide. The first genocide was Africans were being genocided from the Germans. The Germans took those tools, gave them to white folks for slavery, and they took those tools and brought them over to the Jewish community. So let's just make this very clear. This is just what they do. So I don't agree with any of it at all. So anybody that throws up that hand, they need to have that ass handed to them. Trump is probing universities for potential violations after transgender athlete scandals. So he's basically going into any college university that is allowing transgender women to participate in any kind of thing, and they're going to be penalized. I don't know how they're going to be penalized, but they're going to be penalized. Yes, I've heard about death by firing squad. Now, this is something that should be really scary to y'all, and I hope y'all are paying attention as people who are in America, whether you're white, black, Haitian, Asian, I don't give a fuck. The school vouchers is part of Project 2025. School vouchers are given to public schools to help with funding with books, food, school supplies, anything they need, nursing, teachers. That is for public schools. What Republican states now are trying to do, they're trying to give those school vouchers, which are $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. They're trying to give them to private schools. Private schools. Private schools don't need school vouchers. All of their parents are fucking rich, okay? Private schools, one voucher doesn't even cover the funding of one child, okay? And private schools are allowed to turn away anybody based on race, disability, financial situation. They are allowed to turn away anybody they want, okay? The Heritage Foundation is trying to remove all funding from public schools and forcing students to have to access private sectors. And the reason they're doing that is because they want one type of religion being taught, white Christian nationalism, okay? This is all based on white Christian nationalism. They want one religion to be taught in America. They are saying that America was founded on Christianity, which is a lie. It wasn't. America was founded on freedom of religion. Most people coming to America were trying to escape persecution based on religion. And I'm not yapping. I'm being honest and I'm being real. And I know a lot of white people hate the reality of their history. I get that. And I'm being sympathetic to y'all right now. I know a lot of white people hate their actual history, but this is just what it is. And if you don't like your history, then don't make it your future. Okay? don't make it your future. If you don't like the way your history is being put out here, don't make it your future, okay? People leaving Europe in certain parts of Europe were coming to America to get away from the persecution of religion. On top of that, people who were, we didn't get the best of people over there either. People who were prosecuted, who were exiled from Europe, they had to come here too. But this was based on freedom of religion, okay? The country was not founded on Christian nationalism. It's never been a Christian nation, okay? This is for everyone to be able to practice whatever the fuck they want, whether you're atheist, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're Catholic, Christian, Pentecostal. It didn't matter what you were. You could be able to come here and practice whatever religion you want. The Heritage Foundation and Project 2025 wants to instill white Christian nationalism into the schools so they'll be able to corrupt every little mind that they get. Why do you think they want to bring prayer back into schools? Why do you think they want to bring Donald Trump's Bible back into schools? It has nothing to do with education. And Donald Trump said it here right now, that he believes that without religion, people cannot be happy. And he vowed to bring religion back, okay? Now, this is coming from a man who is not Christian at all. This is coming from a man that I don't even think entered a church until he had to for a photo op. Okay? The only time he ever entered a church was for a photo op. He held a Bible in front of a building. He took a picture of it. This is white Christian nationalism at its core. And we've tried to explain that to y'all over and over again, but nobody was paying attention. Nobody was paying attention at all. Well, a lot of y'all didn't care because a lot of y'all thought y'all was white. And a lot of y'all realizing that y'all not. A lot of y'all realizing that y'all not. Political leaders are stunned after President Trump says he will take over Gaza Strip. Now, this is Republicans and Democrats. Rand Paul, the pursuit of peace should not be the pursuit of peace should be that the Israelites and the Palestinians have their own home. I thought we voted for America first. What does this have to do with America? It has nothing to do with America, but it all has to do with power. We have no business contemplating yet another occupation to doom our treasurer and spill out soldiers' blood. Because y'all know if we have to go over there and take that shit over, we're going to be fighting with everybody and their mama. Egypt, Jordan, Iran, everybody's about to get in our asses if we go over there. Let's be real. If we go over there, it's about to be ugly. One senator said it's horrific. It's the definition of an ethnic cleansing. I agree. And this generally is one of the most horrific humanitarian catastrophes that have been in the modern history. I'm going to say modern history, bitch, because back it up. It's not the worst. I'm going to make that very clear. What the Palestinians is going through is not the worst thing that's ever happened in history. Y'all can't trump our 400 or 500 years. Y'all never will be able to. It is what it is. And if this is going to be a running thing, it's going to be a running thing, baby. And even Lindsey Graham has something to say something about it. Lindsey said in 1983, 241 U.S. service members were unalived by Iranian-backed suicide bombers at the Marine Corps barracks in Beirut, Lebanon. Ronald Reagan stationed these Marines, sailors, and soldiers in Lebanon as part of a plan to stop warring factions in the region. As much as I admire Ronald Reagan, this was one of the worst decisions. I fear putting American troops on the ground now in the midst of raging Middle East will yield the same results that they did in 1983. It's always best that we learn from our past. Baby, he's telling y'all, ship their asses over. Everybody that just decided to join Trump's army, ship their asses over. Let them go. Iran been wanting to get their hands on us for a good minute. Go ahead and give them access. Let them go. I say let them go. Hey, they want to go over there so fucking bad. Let them go. They will soon figure out what the hell is going on over there. They will soon figure out that shit is about to get real. They think they finna go over there and have a good time. They don't know those people will pop them own selves for their faith and their country. They will light their own selves on fire for the safety of their country and their religion. You ain't finna do that as a white boy. You finna sit your ass down and hide, okay? Y'all ain't stronger than them when it comes to their mental. I'm just being real. We may have some of the numbers, but they got the mental capacity on our asses. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna light myself on fire for my country. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I am not doing that. Y'all can go over there. Won't be me. Just saying. State Farm plans to raise their insurance rates in California after homeowners lose everything in their wildfires. Y'all knew that shit was coming. I am sorry, California. Y'all just keep getting hit after hit, and State Farm is definitely going to raise them. I suggest y'all drop their asses right now. Just drop them and move somewhere else. Because, hell, I don't even know if there's anywhere else to go besides State Farm for that kind of insurance. Nationwide said fuck everybody with DEI. So only white men will be able to get Nationwide now. Geico? I ain't heard nothing about Geico. I ain't heard nothing about Geico. Maybe Geico. You don't have to force your enlistments like men do. I don't give a shit. Y'all voted for it. That's what y'all get. Y'all wanted war. We gonna get it. And y'all asses gonna be going over there. AAA. Oh, okay. AAA. All right. Now, this is something good. I think it's really great. Oregon's Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Dexter announced on Thursday that she was going to introduce a bill to protect federal workers from the retaliation by Elon Musk and sweeping changes that DOGE has implemented within government agencies. They're trying to make sure that federal people do not lose their jobs. This thing is to basically give them a fighting chance to keep their shit, keep their jobs, not take that funky ass payout, and keep it moving. She sleeps with women. I do sleep with women and men. I'm bisexual. Y'all, YouTube is a hateration. YouTube has a lot of YouTube has a lot of they struggling over here. They're struggling over here. They're struggling. Baby, I know it's hard for you. I know it's hard for you. Oh, Jesus, baby. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. It's always them. But that's great. And on top of that, on Thursday, members of the U.S. House Progressive Caucus declared that the intent to remove Elon from the government, arguing that President Trump granted a billionaire excessive influence over the taxpayer funds. Now, a lot of people know they're trying to get Elon out of the government completely. They want him out. They want him to move. They want him completely gone. There's no reason why a billionaire should have access to any of our information, whether you want him to have access or not. There's no reason why he should know where we're sending our money, how we're spending our money, our social security numbers, what is tied to our debt. There's no reason for that, okay? We know that Elon paid Trump to get in this position. We know that, okay? We know Elon paid for that. Elon is the president of the United States. It's not Trump, okay? Trump is not the president of the United States. Elon and then the Heritage Foundation. Trump is just the puppet. Trump is the puppet. Elon and the Heritage Foundation is running the government. Trump is just a puppet, okay? Trump couldn't wipe his own ass without them two saying so. I'm just making that very clear. Your good and old savior, he's not running anything. Okay, he's just signing a lot of orders, which Project 2025 asked him to do. Project 2025 already had wrote this down. What they were going to do is they're going to have Trump, and if you don't believe me, go on CNN.com. They have a whole undercover video of talking to people that are in the Heritage Foundation and what they had planned last year. Heritage Foundation basically wanted Trump to go ahead and sign a lot of executive orders to minimize the power of the Congress. Anybody that could oppose Trump had to get out. So that's why they're downsizing the CIA, the FBI. That's why they're downsizing the federal government. The Heritage Foundation wanted them to downsize the government so when they start making changes, then no one could oppose them. That is the point of the Heritage Foundation. They wanted Trump to keep signing and kicking people out. They're making it mass of them trying to downsize the government to save money. It has nothing to do with that. It is basically meant for them to be able to have full control of the government, okay? So once they get all these people out, they'll start to push in their white Christian nationalist agenda. If you don't believe me, go on CNN and it'll basically tell you everything that you need to know. CNN will basically put it out there as the information that you needed to know, that you didn't know you needed to know. It's there. Just look for Undercover Project 2025 and it'll be right there for you. But it's alive and well. And if you're still ignorant to that, I'm sorry for you. On top of that, DOGE has access to sensitive personal data. They also gave access to these little 24, 25, 19-year-olds to the nuclear codes. DOGE has access to our nuclear codes. I'm going to let that sit there with y'all. They got access to the nuclear codes. You gave some white folks that's not even from this country access to our nuclear codes. Okay, that's smart. Yay! That's really smart. Kash Patel is having a hard time being granted into the government. Senator Sheldon from the White House, Rhode Island, criticized Trump's pick of FBI Director Kash Patel for reposting and editing himself a chainsaw of him attacking his enemies. So for somebody that's supposed to be the FBI director, yeah, Kash Patel would not be a good person. He may not even make it through because don't nobody want him. Donald Trump Jr. is joining the board of Blink RX, mission to solve one of the healthcare's biggest failures. Blink RX has a capital of $140 million investment startup. That is our prescription access platform. That is our prescription access platform. Y'all think we have a hard time getting prescriptions now? Imagine this man running it. Imagine this man putting his 2 cents in. So we already know that most pharmaceuticals paid and lobbied for Trump because they wanted to make medications harder for us to get, prescriptions harder for us to get. You see what they were going to do with insulin. They rolled back insulin. Now insulin is $100 and something instead of $35, $25 cap off. This is why he's in this predicament. This is why he's there. Why are you reading? I need to reach. Where are you reading? This is on the New York Post. Go to newyorkpost.com. Every time I post a video, I leave in the screenshot exactly where I got the information from. So if you want to know where I got the information, just look on the post. It'll take you right back to that spot. On top of that, White House backs Elon Musk role in upgrading air traffic control system. Y'all giving this man access to our planes. Teslas catch on fire. They barely ride sometimes on their own. And you want to give this man access to our planes? What the fuck? Like, I'm this is why I'm not flying nowhere. I'm not catching no fucking flights. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not catching any flights. This man got rockets blowing up in the air, and you want to give him access to the aviation? This is America. Don't let me. I'm done. I'm taking a train. I'm driving. I ain't flying nowhere. I cannot. My anxiety is too damn high. I cannot do it. I really cannot. And now we know why Elon really wanted to get into the government so bad. This man wants to replace federal government workers with AI. There was a train on fire yesterday. Shut up. He wants AI to take over federal government. AI, artificial intelligence, taking over the federal government. Has anybody seen iRobot? Has anybody seen Terminator? I mean, like, people make up these stories, but nigga, they can actually come up in real life, okay? I don't want AI running my government. And if they're running their government, that means he's running the government because he's running the AI. He's literally running the AI. Now, I know there's a lot of MAGA-loving people, but I know y'all don't want that shit. That's just common sense. Soul Tree, thank you for doing your thing on YouTube. I appreciate you, boo. I fucks with you the long way. Chicago enacts a strict new gun law. Mandatory prison for Glock, switches, extended mags, and ghost guns. So if you caught with any of them, you're going to jail. You're going to jail in Chicago if you caught with any of those type of weapons. This ain't on me. Chicago has recently introduced a stringent new gun law aimed to curb the use of illegal firearm modifications and privately manufactured weapons. Under this new regulation, individuals found with the possession of a Glock switches with covert semi-automatic hand pew-pews into fully automatic ones, as well as extended magazines, drum magazines, and privately made firearms, commonly known as ghost guns, will face guaranteed prison time. Go ahead. Have fun. It took y'all long enough, but at least it's happening. It took them long enough, but at least it's happening. Thank you, Hershey. At least it's happening. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, at least it's happening. When it comes to middle class tax breaks, Trump has something for us. Trump meets up with leaders to discuss his plan for middle class tax cuts. Includes no tax on tips. How many people up in here are waitresses? How many waitresses we got in the room? Waiters. How many? I'm asking. Okay. Overtime. No tax on overtime. Or senior social security. How many people are senior socials? How many people are senior citizens up in here? Senior citizens? I mean, you on Social Security only. That's all you got is Social Security. You're on full disability or you're on full Social Security. That's what I mean by senior citizen. Full Social Security. Y'all the only ones that's getting a tax cut. Y'all are not the middle class. I respect it and I love it, but y'all are not the middle class. Okay? Y'all are not the middle class. And end tax perks for billionaire sports owners. He's going to end tax cuts, tax perks for, you know, the sports people. He aims to boost domestic manufacturing with tax incentives, made in America products, and adjust the tax and local take to set at $10,000. There is nothing in there really for the middle class. You know what Kamala Harris had for the middle class? $25,000 for small business owners. $25,000 for first-time home buyers. She had so much more, $6,000 incentives for people who are just now having children. Adding $4,000 to our income tax. That's what we would receive if we had kids. $4,000 increase on our income tax. Not paying that, getting that. And this is what this man got us a plan for. Y'all playing yourselves if y'all think that is what's going to happen. And another one, thank you. The U.S. Senate confirms Project 2025 architect Russell Vought to lead the White House Budget Office. Project 2025 in the House. Woo, woo. They're going to be the leaders of the Budget Office. Yeah. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Y'all. The U.S. Senate has confirmed Russell Vought as the director of the House of Management and Budget in the White House, a position he previously held during the President Trump's first term. The confirmation came with a party line vote of 53-47. That means a lot of people did not want his ass and he barely made it through. Vought is known for his role in shaping Project 2025, a detailed blueprint for conservative policy reforms aimed to significantly enhance presidential authority over federal bureaucracy and implementing substantial spending cuts. Project 2025, developed by the Heritage Foundation, along with other conservative groups, appointees and increasing presidential control over agencies like the Justice Department. Vought's return to the OMB is seen as a strategic move to implement these policies, focused on reducing what he and his allies view as excessive government spending and regulations. And y'all want to know what he considers excessive spending and regulations? SNAP, Pell Grants, government housing, breakfast and lunch for students at school. Y'all see where it's going? WIC. Y'all see where this shit's going? Student loans. Yep. That's what he considers excessive spending, and that is all lower class and middle class. That is all lower class and middle class. His confirmation has stirred up controversy, with Democrats expressing strong opposition, citing his past actions like withholding military aid to Ukraine and his aggressive stance in cutting federal programs, which they argue could disrupt the balance of power and leading to a significant policy shift. Despite the opposition, his confirmations clearly signaled of the Trump administration intent to pursue conservative agenda with a focus on fiscal conservatism, and executive power expansion. This time of his confirmation is critical as he steps into a role that will require immediate action on budget issues, including avoiding a government shutdown and managing a debt ceiling amidst a political environment characterized by intense partisanship and division. Black Project 2025 is still in effect. But this is for people who need government assistance. You know, this is for people who need government assistance, which I'm gonna hold your hand with a napkin, like my girl always says. That's white people. White people who are very unintelligent and uneducated. You guys are on the Affordable Care Act, which y'all like to hate as being called Obamacare. You guys are on housing welfare more than any other race in this country. You guys are on WIC and SNAP more than any other person in any other race in this country. And y'all are the ones talking about, yeah, take it all down. Yeah, let's get rid of all of this for these poor people. You are the poor people. You are the poor people. Stupids. Come on. I know y'all voted for just whiteness, but did y'all do any kind of looking into the statistics? Did y'all understand what y'all were doing to yourselves? Y'all did not think about that, did y'all? Y'all are the ones on government assistance more than anybody else in this country. It is sad y'all didn't pay attention to this shit. Y'all voted for your whiteness instead of voting for your class. And baby, y'all are middle class and lower class. The 1% doesn't give a shit about y'all. I keep telling y'all they do this shit all through the generations of this country. They do this every time. They did this during slavery when white folks were struggling, when the poor white folks were struggling and they couldn't own slaves. They did this during slavery so it wouldn't be an uprising. You know what they did? They gave y'all the power to hunt. You bitch. They got rid of my live submit appeal. Oh well. Let me go up to my backup page. Hold on. Did I lose my live indefinitely? Let's see. Did they give me a date? Oh, my access will be back February 14th. I'm about to go to my other page. Hold on. They be playing too much. Let me go to my other page. This is why I have 3 pages. 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 I have 3 pages for a reason, because when you start speaking the truth, people get their feelings hurt. People get their feelings hurt. That's why I don't mind streaming on YouTube. That's why everybody needs to go to my YouTube. Well, you know how that goes, y'all. Let's get the hearts pumping so they know where to find me. Let's get the hearts pumping so people know where to find me. I had a good run on there. Hey, Risa. Somebody got real offended. I appealed it, but I don't know if I'm going to get it back. If I don't, y'all see me on February the 14th on my main page, but I'll start posting here on my backup page. Hey, guys. Let's get the hearts pumping so people know where to find me. Of course, I have 2 backup pages. Why y'all think I got 2 backup pages? I have 2 backup pages for a reason. Hey, girl in the ballroom. I have 2 backup pages. This is why I tell y'all to follow me on YouTube. This is why I tell y'all to get my YouTube and my TikTok. And my IG. Because this shit right here, Sometimes it be working on my last nerve. It be working on my last nerve sometimes. Y'all, it's so hot. It's hot in here. All right, let's get it up to 10K. I may look white, but my parents are big. Someone was hurt. Somebody was really hurt, Hallie. They don't understand. They was really hurt. I mean, but it's okay for them to be hurt. Their feelings need to be hurt. Like I'm okay with people's feelings being hurt. Thank you, Angela. I'm okay with people's feelings being hurt. I don't really give a shit about that. My whole point of doing what I'm doing is to make sure information is getting out, making sure y'all can understand the information as simple as possible. And that way y'all can start looking for the information yourself and everybody's aware of what's going on. That's all I'm doing here. And to spread a little gossip and tea. I don't know who feelings got hurt. I'll check back later. You know, they be lurking in the back. But this is why I have extra video, this is why I be having extra, excuse me. This is why I be having extra pages. Duh. You could try to get rid of me, but I'm still going to come back. I'm going to come back. Okay. The House pushes to reroute funds from U.S. aid funding into deporting illegal immigrants. Okay. Thank you, Kim. So what did it do? I don't know. So they want to take the U.S. aid that is for people all around the world, and they want to use it to deport immigrants. We knew it was a reason why they were doing it. We just didn't know why exactly. I made somebody cry. Yes, I did. And I'm okay with that. Now, the fucked up part about it is that U.S. aid. Y'all remember when all the farmers of America, all the farmers in the Midwest, they voted for Trump? Y'all remember all of them voting for Trump? They're paying for it now. Because the U.S. aid threatens billions of dollars of U.S. farmers' business. 41% of the food that goes to the U.S. aid around the world comes from America. Comes from America. The 41% of it comes from American farmers. They're not making any money. They're not making any money. Actually, that food is being like, I guess it's just sitting there. They're going broke. U.S. farmers are going broke. A lot of them having to sell their cattle. A lot of them may have to sell their farms because they cannot make any money. They can't produce any money. They don't have the hands to do it. They don't have nowhere to ship the food. And they don't have nobody to pull it. So what are they going to do? They fucked around and they found out. This is what happens. This is what happens when you vote for a felon in chief. This is what happens when you vote for a felon. And now they're realizing that shit. The money, I don't know where this money is going to come from. The U.S. business that sold goods and services to the U.S. aid are in limbo. That includes farmers, which supply 41% of the food aid that the agency has, working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, sends around the world each year. So now that they dismantled the U.S. aid, they're not making money. Their money is going bye-bye, down the drain. The food is going to rot. Where are you going to send the food? I'll wait. Where's it going to go? Broke is broke. And the broker they get, the harder the food gets for us to get here in America. He's basically dismantling our food production. Food is going to be harder to get. Eggs is already harder to get. Eggs is already hard and struggling. Food is about to become harder as well. I'm telling y'all, y'all better start making your own little farms in your house. Y'all better start making your own little farms in your house to get your vegetables, because shit is about to get real. Guess whose brother is going into politics? J.D. Vance's half-brother is stepping into the political arena, announcing on Tuesday that he is running for mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio. A pastor at a local non-denominational church and co-owner of City Coffee Shop, has filed petitions to run for the city's top position. What the fuck do you know about running a city? You need to keep your ass behind in the pulpit. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. No, we don't need another Vance. JD Vance is already the little boy of Heritage Foundation. The Heritage Foundation owns JD. Imagine what his son... Oh, and they look just alike too. Ugh. But that's not the only person that's running for office. Can y'all guess who else is running for office now? Next year he plans on running. I just want y'all to try to guess. Guess we don't live in Ohio. That's their problem. Baby, that's still a problem because once he gets Ohio, he's going to run for senator, and that becomes a big-ass problem. It needs to stop at the root, and that's the problem with us. We're not looking at the bigger picture. That's how the Republicans got this shit in the first place. They started small and worked their way up. They started in school boards, in mayor areas. This is how this shit starts. Y'all keep talking about, oh, it's small. It has nothing to do with us. Yes, it does. If y'all start looking at the smaller spots like mayor, judge, DA, this is where these people spawn from. Stop thinking small. Small grows. It's like an anthill. They start small and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and now they're in the fucking presidency. That's the problem. We looking at small shit. Him becoming mayor could be a problem for us in a year or two when he runs for senator. It all starts locally. And that is the problem with us. We don't look at our local shit. When it's time for your local officials to start running, you need to look at who's running. You need to make sure your ass is down there to vote against them if they not right for the damn case. I voted. You barking at the wrong one. Get the fuck out my damn comments. Can someone get rid of her? Or it? I don't know who the hell you are, but you can go. Bye-bye. Y'all be working my nerve. You just talking out the side of your neck. If it doesn't apply, don't reply. Duh. Now, Proud Boys. Proud Boys, the leader of the Proud Boys, well, they can't be called Proud Boys anymore, can they? Donald Jr. is running for office, yep. They can't be called the Proud Boys anymore, can they? Because somebody else owns that name. But Enrique Tarrio says he's looking forward to spending his time running for office. The leader of the, I don't know what to call them no more because, well, former Proud Boys. Yeah. Hello from Puerto Rico. He's running for office soon. I hope y'all paying attention to that shit. All right. U.S. service member and 3 contractors pass away in a surveillance mission plane crash in southern Philippines. So there's been another plane crash. On top of that, we have a plane that is lost. I am not getting in nobody's plane. I don't give a fuck when nobody say, I'm not getting in nobody's plane. That plane crash happened. A Bering Air flight carrier carrying 10 people disappeared off radar near Nome, Alaska on February the 6th. The aircraft, identified as Sensa 208B Grand Canva, was en route. The shit vanished. The plane took off at 2:37 p.m. local time. It was expected to land in Nam approximately 47 minutes later. It was reported missing at 4 p.m. It failed to arrive. The last known position of the flight was about 12 miles offshore of Norton. I am not flying nowhere this year. It ain't even been 2 months. It ain't even been 2 months, bruh. Airplanes are falling out the sky everywhere. I I'm good off that. We cool. We cool. We are so fucking cool. A plane crashes in Sao Paulo, Brazil. A plane crashes into a bus in Sao Paulo while attempting emergency street landing. I quit. I quit. I quit. Not riding the bus either. Like, a plane crash in Brazil has claimed at least 2 lives after the light aircraft smashed into a bus while attempting an emergency landing on the street in Sao Paulo. This is just too much. It's too much. Florida teen acquitted of killing mother 2 years after fatally shooting father in self-defense. That boy got off. That boy got off. Colin Griffin, a Florida teen, was acquitted of murdering and kidnapping after claiming self-defense in 2024 death of his mother, Catherine Griffin. The incident occurred after a fight with his grandmother home, where Colin said Catherine fell on a knife. However, a medical examiner refuted this claim, promoting murder charges. During the trial, Colin's attorney argued that he attacked in self-defense, highlighting Catherine's violent behavior, including past threats. That boy had a history. He took out his daddy years before. She fell on a knife. She fell on a knife. It's okay. She fell on a knife. Whew. Pregnant woman and unborn baby lose their lives after doctor allegedly relies on YouTube tutorial to perform surgery. I know you fucking lying. I know you. In a tragic incident, a pregnant woman and her newborn lost their lives due to negligence after a doctor reportedly watched a YouTube tutorial while performing a C-section in the state of Nigeria, leading to the devastation outcome. Yeah, he needs to be taken out quickly. Taken out quickly. I'm just trying to run it down because I had a couple of more minutes left. Utility company SoCal Edison says its equipment likely caused one of the LA fires. So a whole neighborhood is about to get paid from SoCal Utility Company because one of their equipments was faulty. So in Edison, where that fire took off and took out 800 acres, faulty wiring. Yes, I saw the train. Y'all have to understand, I can't report on everything. I do my best, but it's a lot of shit that happens in one day in this world, okay? I have to get what I can, okay? Y'all remember that girl that got arrested for dancing on that disabled boy's head? Y'all remember her? She got arrested for dancing on 2 disabled men's heads while she's supposed to be taking care of them. Well, guess what? She's not even a CNA. She's not even a CNA. Okay? Her mother was supposed to be taking care of one of those patients. Her mother is a registered CNA. That is a big ass lawsuit. Lawsuit. Baby, you going down. Ocho Cinco revealed that he had penile surgery to make his love life better. I went from 3 to 11 inches in under 15 minutes. You was that small? He was that small? Wait. He was that small? That's not funny. That's not funny. Kanye West is on his same shit. He said Diddy is his hero, and slavery was a choice, and he dares people to cancel him. Kanye, we can't cancel you because you don't exist to us. You keep trying to make yourself relevant. We don't care, okay? And if your mama was here, she'd be beating your ass by now. Your mama would have you hemmed up somewhere, okay? We know the only reason you acting crazy and you claim it's autism and everything else is because your mama is not here, okay? Because if your black mother was here, you be getting your black self together because your mama didn't play that. His mama would be so disappointed. Speaking of mothers, Bad Baby slaps her mama. And when I say she slapped her, they went into a knockout, drag-out fight. And Bad Baby did get her ass swung across the room. Now, Bad Baby said the reason that she smacked her mama was because she was talking about her friend that died. She called her friend that died, which was a black girl, a monkey. I ain't gonna say her mama didn't deserve to get slapped. But, baby, the internet did not need to know that. You still stuck on the 3 inches. I need you to come off of that, baby. Come off of the 3 inches. Just we in the gossip area. Okay, we in the gossip area. Okay. If you got DHL packages, you waiting on your DHL packages. They are now charging y'all to get y'all packages from overseas. Okay. So if you start buying shit from overseas in China, there will be a DHL message that's sent to you that's saying your package costs this much to get out. Okay. I'm sorry. Blame Trump. He started this. This is what happens. Y'all remember the report I made yesterday about the rebel group M23 in Congo and how they broke into a prison? Y'all remember that conversation we had? Well, the people they broke out of that prison in Congo, some of them escaped. But a lot of them went into the women's ward of the prison. They raped 156 women. And then they set them on fire. They raped, unalived, and set 156 Congolese women on fire. Only 12 women escaped, but all of them were raped. Where the fuck is Mali? Where the fuck? And you know what? People that are in Africa that may be in my goddamn comments, where the fuck is y'all people at? Why hasn't Mali? Mali has been taken over with Bitcoin. Mali has been taken over with everything. They have been taken over. Where the fuck are y'all at? Y'all always be looking at America for us to do shit. Where are y'all? Where is your continent? Why aren't y'all coming together to get up in M26's ass and Rwanda's ass? Why are y'all not moving? That is my question. Why is nobody in Africa moving to help the DR? Y'all sit there and y'all ask Americans to talk and speak for y'all all the damn time, and y'all are not doing shit to save these people. And these are y'all people. There are people, but these are y'all people being hunted down, being raped, being unalive, being pushed off their own land. Why are y'all not doing what the fuck y'all supposed to be doing? Y'all claiming that y'all reclaiming y'all territory. Ghana's doing all this. Nigeria's doing all this. Mali is doing all this. Togo and Benin, y'all doing all this shit. Why the fuck haven't y'all stepped in to get rid of this militant group? I'll wait. Y'all want us to report on it. Y'all want the world to report on it. Y'all want us to acknowledge what's going on. Y'all are there. And ain't none of y'all stepped up to help. None of y'all have stepped up to help them. What the fuck? Y'all talk about America all the damn time. Y'all are right there in the same fucking continent as them. Y'all could easily come together as countries and take their asses out. And y'all haven't done shit but sit there and watch that shit happen. I think that's fucked up. Black people care more about what's going on in the DR than Africans care about what's going on in the DR. But y'all ain't doing shit. There's a lot more I wanted to get into, but I'm running out of time because I have to go to training. All I can say is we can't help y'all. We got our own shit going on. But the fact of the matter is y'all right there on the ground with them. Y'all need to help them. Y'all need to come together as an African nation and do what the fuck y'all got to do. But guys, I will see you next week for the weekend recap. I'll be posting smaller videos, but the weekend recap will be posted on this page because I can only go live on this page. If I get my other page back, then I will go live on that page. Other than that, I will see y'all next week with the weekly recap. Bye, y'all. Bye, YouTube land.